It's week 9 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Chiefs and the Bucs on Monday Night Prime Time.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scotts alongside Brock Heward. And Brock, now that we're into the November portion of our season, we got a pretty good picture of who both of these teams, at least who we expect these teams to be from here on out.
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. They're through the opening rounds if this is a boxing.
Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll pause after that first snap of the game. Gonna need to adjust their game plan because that is their running back who's hurt and getting some help. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Going to the ground again on first. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3. They go right back to Tracy. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Tracy once more. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Running back sent in motion. And the defender comes away with it. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. And leading them out is the 7th-year pro. Seems to be in the MVP conversation every year now. It's Josh Allen.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns had a lot more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
Allen taking right to the air. Gets this to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's going to be caught by Everett. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Running for the first time with a Tennessee rookie. He's contained at the line for no gain. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Buccaneers and their running back about to get back to work. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's hit top 5 in rushing yardage. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He gets it into the hands of Jalen Polk. And he gets it up across the 30 before going out. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They're going play action. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're set up at the 35 now. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Free play here, let's see what he does. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
Offside, defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's caught, it's Breece Hall. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Able to hit home, complete. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
He's got Bowers working the sideline. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Allen gonna throw again. That one complete to Hopkins. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Second and 3 now. From the 27. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 70 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. From the 41. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. Throwing from the gun here. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
He's loaded another one up. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Back to throw. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. Slot man motioned over. 1st down throw for Allen. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Edger and Cooper takes it away.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
This our last play of the quarter. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. First down from the red zone. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's second and goal. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's third and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Buccaneers get the game's first points here in the second. Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Hall there to haul it in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
A tight end in motion now. Third down give to Hall. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They go right back to Hall. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Allen setting up to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing now on first down. Allen gets this to Johnson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Blake Grupe on to attempt the field goal. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. Mickatommy's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers returning their offense and this running back to the field. They come in on a little two-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Setting up the running back screen. And this one doesn't go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes this in at the 25. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Chiefs and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And as we play through November, you can see that this hot start has continued. He's the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. First and 10. Here's Allen. Connects with Johnson. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, Allen. Complete here to Bowers. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37.
From the 37, he finds Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. Allen now on 1st down. Finds his target, Hall. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. To throw again, it's Allen. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And that makes it 2nd and goal. To the air again, Allen. Forced out to his right. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 2nd quarter lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Buccaneers and this running back headed back out for a new series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Pass play now. Short pass brought in. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running it now out of the gun. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. He's going to throw this one. Completed here to Kmet. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Now on comes the Wizard of Oz, Chris Boswell for the field goal. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
Returns looking good so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Chiefs taking over now, real late in this opening half. And with just under 40 seconds left to go, Brock, they can try a drive, but they got to hurry. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. It's Allen out of the pistol. Got a man, Bowers has it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's on the move. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. They'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. Back to throw now. Sideline throw is complete to Pearsall. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. New set of downs for him at the 38. Looking to throw. This one finds Polk. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. So that brings us to halftime here in KC. It's the Chiefs who've got the advantage heading into the locker rooms. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. Next, we head off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Skylar Thompson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Jordan Love, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Hewitt.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chiefs and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. First down throw for Allen. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And now they face second down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's going to be caught by Everett. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Allen going to throw again. Able to hit Hall, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
This one goes for 3 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action now, Allen. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
still first down.
So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. They'll run here following the penalty. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw now, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming. They give to Hall on the draw. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Call it a lone yard on the run. It's going to be 4th down. Kansas City sends out its punt team. Matt Araiza, the one to send it away. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He has it at the 22. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roger McCreary takes it away. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. And that means 3rd down coming up. Allen to throw. Connects with Johnson. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Running back sent in motion. Throwing the out route complete. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. From the red zone now. That one complete to Hopkins. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Allen setting up to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Buccaneers scoop it up!
You know, Kate, defenders today are taught, don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Finds his back complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Lone back gets the handoff. And this is a nice gain. That's stopped at the 47. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. He'll throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. First throw for the backup now. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Well, we call that protection lookout. Like the O-line yelling back at the quarterback, look out! Because they have no answer right now with back-to-back sacks by the defense. They've got this crew offensively guessing. Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Chiefs are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First and 10, here's Allen. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the 1st. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Complete here to Bowers. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. From the gun, it's Hall. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They send a man in motion. From the 25 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Hall. And he's brought down for a loss. Blake Grupe on to attempt a field goal. It doesn't get much easier than this. Mickatommy's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time that he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Smith on 1st down. That throw finds Kmet. And he gets him around 6 there. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Smith. That one's cut along the left sideline. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Roma Dudes a touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The home team's ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. They've got 1st down from the 31. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Kansas City.
Here's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. It's Allen out of the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A give left side for Hall. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing here, Allen. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Allen. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Back to throw now, Allen. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They could bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Completed here to Kmet. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They go play action. Here's Smith. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
1st and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. From the red zone now. Rolling left. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
We got maybe a yard there, so a long 3rd and goal coming up. Looking to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that will make it a field goal game.
Certainly a great job to hit this one. We can't help but think back, though, to the one he missed earlier, how this would be tied if he could have connected in. He's hoping they can find another way to score and maybe set him up to tie it.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Allen to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs only up by a few. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. He'll throw it. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And they could really use a good one here. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out. And indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The visitors and Rome Odunze headed back out on offense. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Here he is to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Setting up to pass. Setting up the screen. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Well, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space. It was all about his athleticism after that.
He's going to keep it this time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here he is to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air, and any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
All right, so the officials take that touchdown away. He did not break the goal line. And he's got it! He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left!
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Now Boswell on to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And the whistles go off, so we got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game. From the 39. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Complete here to Bowers. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
First down.
One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Buccaneers winners, as we say so long from Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.